Let there be light, and there was light. Okay, that's our little ritual. This is where we are being transparent. And of course, I'm sharing with you because we're about to break the law of silence. Of course, we need light to see what has been hidden in plain sight. We are not only just seeing what's in plain sight, we are digging deep. Okay, so okay, beautiful ignited souls. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't and hit the notification bell so you would be, of course, one of the first to, of course, delve in this tea time. Oh, wonderful. Oh, so, wonderful ignited souls, may I welcome you to this channel. I am Crimey Queen, your partner in crime. Now, you may be wondering what crime are we about to commit? Of course, because it does not sound too good. But of course, it seemed like it would be a crime for us to discover the things that we are discovering on this channel because no one else speaks of things like we do on here. And so, this is why I love to welcome you on this us ship, like a relationship, united souls. I want you to recognize that we are one. So if you're new to this channel, you come on this journey with me where I decompact, deconstruct, decode the Bible in the sense of really giving us new meaning or fresh meaning through the eyes of numerology. Of course, if you're new to this channel, of course, so the energetic vibration had pulled you into the earth ship. Okay, so channel, I do urge that you watch Numerology and Spirituality for Beginners. I'm going to put the link below, so of course in the description box somewhere, and of course remember to like and subscribe and share. So this is going to be, I believe it's going to be, well, just a perfect tea break. Let's put it this way. Let's not speak time. Okay. So in this presentation, I'm going to show you something that you had not seen anywhere. I don't think Einstein saw it. I don't think, Nikola Tesla saw it. I saw it. Okay, so but they paved the way. They paved the way, and of course they also saw things I haven't seen and I perhaps will never see. So I'm just having fun here. Okay, so speaking of fun, of course, it's the serpents because that equals 14 and 1 plus 4 is 5. So we are doing fun. Okay, so you might have watched my videos where I mentioned that, we need to be looking at things, like a scientist or biologist or physicist, in a special way. We focus to understand what we are looking at instead of just saying, oh, yes, okay, we see the big picture, but we just might miss the key, to that, where we need to just to be able to do that dial, that correct, twigging to find, the answers to our existence. So I've always said that, well, for a long time, I see words in circle. I see it's like things spiral, whether it's a spiral effect or whether it was, you see, looking at it from a 2D, whatever it is. But I do see circles when it comes to words, when it comes to numerology. And that is how the gods are talking to me. So a lot of people are going to Revelation because, you could see 666 and, I have been showing 666 on the sacrifice template, which I haven't got here right. Well, I could show you where we are speaking of the elements, and the 6 protons, neutrons, electrons, the 666. we also see that that comes into the language, embedded in the language that we have had. I'm just pointing this out to show that the number 3, which is the most creative number because it has a way of looking like a 3, W or M or E, which forms like an 8-petal flower because we are in an 8th cycle. So basically, we are now creating man in our image after our likeness because we are on this 8th cycle. After the 7th cycle, we get into the 8th cycle. God rested on the 7th day, but in the 7th day, he was lying down. The word lie equals 8. And so this is where like the Zohar, I would say, a zivag was happening for the second creation. So for whatever creation is happening, which we are doing, the 2 creations are happening simultaneously. Meaning one is seen and one is perhaps not seen because we are not concentrating on both at the same time. But that's why we have 2 arms, left, right, 2, opposites, and so on. And so we see here, we have the word sacrifice, which we have our template built on. You could see that 3, 3, 3. If for each section here that we have had 3, 1, 2, 3 comes to 6, that comes to 6. 4, 5, 6, of course, is 15. 1 plus 5 is 6. And then we have 7, 8, 9, of course, that it gives us 6. My dear people, these are the 666 of the 9 numbers that we have been given when we deal with it as the Trinity. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, whatever, body, mind, and spirit, whatever 3s that we choose to engage those 666 with. And then we also see, like I have pointed, what Nikola Tesla speaks on, where we have again the segment of these 3s, where we have adding each of these columns give us 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9. It's quite simple, but I don't think I had come across anyone who had done it before. I hadn't seen it before on YouTube or anything. So this is it, and I have been showing this for a while. So this is the 369 I believe Nikola Tesla has been speaking on. I also have done videos to show how it is explained in the Bible as well. Of course, when it is let there be light and so on, there is a lot about it in the scriptures. So here we are breaking the law of silence. Now I bring all this to your attention because again, we are speaking with the word actually equals 6. Now speaking of the word, what I really want to show you is again the deliciousness that has not been spoken of. This is going to be like a lovely delicious delicacy that I'm just hoping that you enjoy it. And please like and subscribe if you haven't to this channel. By the way, I want to thank all subscribers and viewers. I'm thanking you for your support and lovely comments. And some of you do make me laugh, and I just love it to be able to have that dialogue and engagement. It really does make me feel good. Okay, so it's my way of saying, yeah, continue giving me more of that. Right, so I'm saying all of what I have said before to really prove and show that we are in a mathematical construct. And so it is very important that we pay attention to numerology. It is so important that we actually, just as we use a lot of words, I feel we ought to be equally knowledgeable about numerology. And this is what I feel we ought to do. But pity, for most of us, numbers had been only lovely when it comes to celebrating our birthdays or, shopping, buying lovely gifts. Hey, now the first word, as I say, I see words in cycles. Now, there are 2 things I want to quickly point out, moving and not directly with what I'm saying, but just I feel that it is important to again prove that we are in the construct of numbers. Everything that is written in the Bible, everything that we come across comes in this I word. Now, a lot of people will say this I letter here, which is it comes as the 9th letter of the alphabet. Of course, we are in cycles of 9, as I have showed in the template for numerology, the sacrifice template. We will see the 9. Of course, free is a 9. So I'm going to just quickly point this again. What I didn't point out, as we've seen here, if we add this block together, of 3, 6, 9 together, we would still have 9. That's just as an example. If we add these numbers 1, 2, 3, which is 6, and that 9 together, this also gives us 15, and 1 plus 5 is 6. Here we see 666 is being repeated again. So basically, this block of 3 here, which is 6 plus 9, this gives us 15, and of course this is 6. 15 is 6. So we would have 666. And the purpose of all this, in short, apart from the neutrons, the electrons, neutrons, and protons, these are 3 major cycles. They are 9 altogether because man has 9 cycles, but these 3 major cycles altogether are cycles that we go through. You can, and I believe, over time, map out exactly where you are on this template. But of course, this is what Christ, of course, had gone through the whole cycle of crucified, meaning what I call gone to headquarters zone. I call this headquarters zone, and pay his dues to the inland revenue. So that's what it is. We pay all our taxes, and that is whether on a spiritual basis, whatever. So I hope you are getting what I'm saying here. And because all this has strong scriptural references that we can actually, tap into. This is not just a made-up thing. This is something I'm just guided to do, but it's all the information is there. So I want to show this, what I have discovered speaking about the cycles and, numbers, and to encourage you as you are tapping into your inner core and wanting to grow on this earth-shaped ignited souls, knowing that we have all this deliciousness that we can tap into whenever we want, having a tea break, having lunch, whatever it is, and sharing with others. So in the beginning, which is of 10 words here, we have calculated this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why have I got 8? In the beginning, God created the heaven. Oh, it's supposed to be, there's a lot of things missing there. The heaven and the earth. Wow. That's interesting. Okay, the heaven, Heaven, and the earth, Earth. So this is heaven is 1, and this is 1, and this is 6, and earth is 7. So what we can do, we can add all this up, which is 7 here, 14, 15, let's put 15 here, and this is 16. That's here, 6 plus 2, we call this 2, and so 8, 16, you're getting me, and this is 20. So when we add this together, this is 11, 6 plus 5, and then we have 3, 4, 5. So this is 51, which equals 6. So people, what I have been trying to show here, for instance, and I didn't want to explain too much on that to begin with, but here, 15 51 is actually mirroring the cycle of 6 that we have been talking about, and 15, which is where the whole thing about the Bible is. So if we did the Holy Bible, we would come with the number 6. If we look at, for instance, the word amen at the end, we would come with 6, although there's a lot I have to show you on this. But what I really want to, I'm going to continue on this. If we do the numerical value for the word 6, it gives us 7. Now, why do we want to do that? Because we are in, of course, a Genesis, because this is the first Genesis. Let's just do that. SIS, which equals 33, and of course 3 is 6. Now that's the age that Jesus Christ died, at the age of 33. So we are talking about your 33 the vertebra right here. This is something I just want to highlight here for now. And of course this is 7 letters. 7 letters. Of course, if we do the numerical value for 6, it gives us 6. It gives us 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. And everything of all of creation is right there, all in that oneness that we speak about. So basically, we have 10 words, which you say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 words, of course. And 10 is actually, we could say it's 1 if you like, because it's showing that masculine and feminine seed that is ready to bear that, because of course there is the crucifixion, if you like, the dying here. And so of 10 words, let's put, looking for somewhere to have 10 words. Okay, 10. So 10 words. Okay, but the word 10 is, again, because we are working that way, we also have 2 ways of doing it. So the word 10 equals 12. This is where we have in here. 10 is already showing us the 12 zodiac signs, the 12 hours of the day, the 12 months of the year, and all there is with 12 tribes of Israel. All of those things are there. It's also showing us in this form, 1, 0, which is 1, like this, equals 7, and not, N-O-T, equals 4. 4 plus 7 equals 11. So already it shows us how it's birthing into newness, how 10 actually has given us what we call the 11. This is where Jesus was. So this is Jesus who died at 33, and of course 12 equals 10 equals 12. That's his disciples right here. That's all in this one, in these 10 words. All in the 10 words. Now there's so much more that we can do with this, and I would bet you that I could actually get all the stories moving in here. So anyway, what I really also wanted to show, which I feel I'm going to do another video on this, and I would like that you, of course, look out for this video, because the deliciousness, another deliciousness of this serving that I want to do is to show you where there are sacred seals. Sacred seals, meaning we have a way of depicting the, we could call the master letters and the seals that we get from this Genesis, verse of chapter 1, and we'll also look at chapter 2. So one of the things we could end on here is to say, which we will do on another, we'll further look at the amount of letters, what they represent, but of course we see that we are dealing here with the created God. The created God, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is the fifth God, the fifth word, meaning this tells us that this is key. This is offering a key. It offers a key as though number 5, like the pyramid, or kundalini, which equals 5, or home equals 5, or your house, anchor, and so much, which I will put up the list. And all of those 5s is saying, or pi, all of those things are saying, this is you here, you creating and can recreate or re-it in the middle. Here, I like to look at the word. Here we have it in the middle, for instance, right here. Or you could have it, A-T-E. So it's past and present and future, and everything is happening right here in this construct, the key that lets you in or lets you out. So this is what we are talking about. Now it equals 11. Of course, as we always do, 11 is... And that was Jesus, Jesus equals 11, right there. And he, of course, Jesus, and I'm not speaking of a person, I'm speaking, this is a construct that we, of course, are born into. And when we vibrate on these frequencies, we are able to find ourselves. So Jesus equals 11, which is the first master number, but it's in the 5th position. And it is of 3 7 letters, just like we have. Okay, so we could have, let's look at this, CHRIST equals 42, which is 5. Right here, so 5 plus 2 is 7, which we already had 7 right in the whole total of this. As in 6 is 7. Everything is happening right there. All of this resurrection, death and resurrection, 33, and all of those things are right here. Heaven and earth. Heaven and earth is the symbol, because heaven is actually 10. Of course, earth is 7. So we are talking about 17. 1 plus 7 is 8. That's what we are. And that's the 8 that we are talking about. The 8. It's the same thing. It or 8. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed this, because I'm really wanting to keep this. Okay. I'm thinking I'm going to do like a 5 minutes something. Okay, all right. So I am going to do another video to really show you another part. In fact, as I say, there's more to this, but I'm going to show you something that no one else has showed you. I'm going to show you, of course, and everything is in the first letter I. So bear with me, and I didn't quite go into all of this, but I will be showing you much more on this. Thank you, and stay ignited. Please like and subscribe.